Hi, I'm Haley.
I'm Yasmin.
I'm Dina.
And this is the Cobb Autocomplete Interview.
He ended up being on top of a cake, like a little miniature.
What did the Cobb interns do during a typical week? So I'm in the accounting department. So typically a week for me looks like bank reconciliations, lease collections, and we usually have a weekly meeting on Thursdays. And then we also meet up a couple times a week just to work on our group presentations.
And then Haley and I are working with the marketing department. We typically start our 4 weeks on Mondays with various meetings, and then we work on campaigns throughout the week.
Besides that, Yasmin and I are usually doing content creation or just brainstorming different ideas.
What do the Cobb interns bring to work every day? I usually bring my Stanley and probably my lotion.
Always have a water bottle on me, lip gloss.
Always got my hot coffee and my Yeti.
What did the Cobb interns wish they knew on day one?
I think we all were a little scared at first and stressed coming in, but quickly we found out that it's not as scary and intimidating and everyone's really sweet and awesome here.
What did the Cobb interns eat for lunch?
Kava. Right. What was the Cobb interns' favorite project? My favorite project, I don't know about you, Haley, but we had a lot of fun doing Imprint's 10th birthday campaign. Imprint's the charitable arm of Cobb Technologies. So we got to really emphasize all the impact that we've made on the community over these past 10 years. And we even had a little cake and celebration, so it was really a good time.
Yeah, that was definitely mine too, Yasmin. It was just fun because we got to celebrate Imprint's 10th birthday with all sorts of social media posts highlighting people who are involved with Imprint and also just our community. So yeah, it was really fun to celebrate with everyone.
And we raised money for teachers,
Yes.
so.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite project that we've done. We raised, I think, $320 and we matched that and we created boxes for teachers.
What was the Cobb interns' proudest moment? Well, sometimes I just ask myself, do we call Hollywood or do they call us? Because within our first few weeks of being here, we got 2 million views on one of our TikTok videos that we made where we asked which department works the hardest, but we just voice-overed everybody saying marketing.
I think that too, mainly because I was in the video.
Yeah.
What department works the hardest?
Marketing. Marketing, obviously. Marketing. Marketing. Marketing.
What was the Cobb interns' favorite memory?
I think my favorite memory was when Chick-fil-A was having their, if you like dress up as a cow and go, you can get like a free entree. And she had a cow onesie and she wanted to go through the drive-thru and I parked and she was like, no.
I was like, where's the drive-thru?
We did get free Chick-fil-A that day.
Yeah, and
though.
we did go inside.
What was the Cobb interns' most used phrase this summer? Dina says period a lot.
All sorts of things.
Period.
Period. Yasmin, you go. Well, hear me out.
Hear me out.
Hear
Always
me
have the
out.
questions.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Questions. Haley just like faces.
She goes,
What will the Cobb interns be known for around the office? We're always running around trying to get people to be in TikToks.
definitely.
They secretly love it though.
Yeah. What will the Cobb interns take away from this experience?
You guys have both mentioned that I ask a lot of questions, and I think my biggest takeaway is to not be afraid to not know things. I think I've learned the most when I ask questions and when I'm curious, and I'm very grateful that I get to work with people in different departments who know a lot more than me.
What I would take most away is my new Excel skills. Shout out Jameson. Knew nothing coming into this.
What I would say is kind of similar to Yasmin's, but I think it's okay to be uncomfortable at first with new, just different things. Like we did an Excel workshop and I knew nothing about that, but it's really cool to like once you put yourself out there and try to learn new things because you're never gonna grow if you don't try it out. So yeah. What will the Cobb interns still laugh about a year from now?
The one time where I was crying laughing, it was the end of the day. Haley and I were working on Imprint's 10th campaign and we started creating a post with a birthday cake.
Evan, one of our managers, ended up on top of a cake. Very miniature.
You had to be there, guys. You had to be there.
Yeah.
You had to be there.
What will the Cobb interns miss after the internship ends?
I think I really will miss you guys so much. Like, I cry a lot thinking about it. I'm gonna miss spending time with you guys every single day. I see you guys more than my family, so.
But I think the people will probably be a pretty consistent answer. Everybody here has been just so pleasant to be around, and I'm glad that I get to spend 5 days a week in an environment that I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
I could not have like picked better people to work with, like with us than we just bounce off of each other so well, and like I never would have imagined to find like really good friends from this like work experience.
We've morphed into one person.
Bye. And hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
And you're watching. How does that TikTok song go?
If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot. It's a shot. Outro song. Outro song.